So this video should be happening sometime after the stream, but nonetheless, this should be pretty much... I've done a good number of commoner runs, I could always do more, but as we get Herald Herald all perks random, so Miku stuff, but... Yeah, we'll still do 2 runs. I think, 10 commoner runs isn't a lot, actually. But I think it's a good start before I move on to other things so that I can at least getting some commoner refreshed in my brain noggin, brain cell, neuron things. Oh, goodness, I need to hurry up, go into the run so I can fusion Shuriken timestamp. But as we get into Herald, Commoner, All Perks, Random Item, Miku... I think it was Herald. If not, we'll do a Herald one, because why not? Herald Commoner, though, aside from just stacking bad things, I guess an example of stacking a bunch of bad effects on top of an already bad effect, which is Commoner, we'll see. Second, Dexterity, Knowledge, Takshisan, and Charisma. My brain is a little fried because I was trying to figure out the best way I can make character animations for my game, but... there are about 128 pixels per character sprite. Well, 128. And each one needs to go in the right place. But eventually, if I do like 5 or 10 pixels a day, that's not really how much I do a day, then yeah, I'll be fine. I'm going to set the illegal then, by the way. Keeping in mind we're Miku, we can make use of Mayhem. But other than that, our stats will not increase anywhere else if we're looking at Commoner Miku. But Herald, Commoner Miku, time skip, less accuracy, which stacks on top of Commoner no level up, and I say that because, let me keep repeating it, because there's nothing else I'm really doing at the moment. Not being able to level up does mean your accuracy is going to stay pretty much at a stable level. Even leveling up twice provides quite the significant accuracy boost, especially when you're using a lot of weapons in game where you can't really even triple boost attack twice, but it depends. Recluse, Festival, Metamorphosis, Flood, Vigil. Well, I guess we're taking Metamorphosis first. Festival, Vigil, 4th and 5th. This is our only town mystery. Metamorphosis here, but we'll make do. So we purposely actually do want to push this, especially considering we have Flood and Recluse, so we can afford to increase our Doom a bit. This is more the mystery combination than it is Commoner, but it will help me deal with Commoner, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So, actually, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do a bunch of this. And we're going to grab a pack of cigarettes to help me out during, theoretically, Vigil? Unless I can just run away from everything in Vigil and deal with Recluse and Flood later. But you don't really fight anything else in Flood and or Recluse, in my opinion, so... Nonetheless, I want my Doom to shoot up a bunch. That's what I'm trying to say. And then... we're on an all-perk run. That will help, but we want preferably some kind of perk that's going to help us. Ritual Mask is interesting. I guess we'll take it. But preferably we'll want a perk. Not Zeal, though. Okay, we'll take the Cursed Doll. So this is going to be a big History Club run, where we finally get to use History Club for the intended, Commoner... counter to Commoner, in a way. It's not exactly a direct counter. Heck, I wouldn't even call it a counter of sorts, but hey, random item stats, by the way. Slower, Meat Cleaver, 2 speed, but it can make the difference, so we'll take Army Knife instead. We have Ryuichi, but we're not really going to be holding on to funds either. And then we're going to take a trip into the vending machine. And our stats should look a little better. It's not going to be great, but it'll be a little better. I might even want to grab another spell, yeah. Hopefully I don't lose the notes. That's not great. So, yeah, and then away we go. Keeping in mind, we do have Recluse. We're in Metamorphosis now. Festival. So, really looking at the forest and maybe the village if I care. We have Mansion as well, so we do have Vigil at some point. So, I think I'd rather do Vigil. Because it's not guaranteed that Theologist in Flood is in the village. That's what I'm trying to say. And if that sentence made no sense, then as you watch these videos, or if you even just watch a few videos where I've done Flood, you may be able to understand. Keeping in mind, I don't always talk about Flood strategy, so fair enough, right? But, hey, it's only taken me a couple of years to memorize certain things, and even Flood hasn't actually been... has Flood been available for more than 2 years now? I don't remember, but we're gonna take the... No, we'll take the stamina hit, because we're gonna fail this, because I know we're gonna fail it. Do these sell for funds? They do. I swear regular items can sell for different... the amount of funds that they sell for can fluctuate. That's what I'm trying to say. Anywho. I'm also looking at this... at Metamorphosis and wondering if I'm even going to be able to survive this. Do I just want to smoke the cigarettes now? No, I don't want to. Well, I guess we're going to find out. We need to take the reason loss because of the stamina bug here. And if we die immediately, we shouldn't, but we might die immediately. Otherwise, Burning Man is going to be very much well appreciated. By the way, we need to sword this guitar. Not like we're going to be able to rest pretty much after this mystery, but we can't throw the guitar and we can't sell it. So Miku loves the guitar too much, so nothing I can do there. That being said, I know I said at some point somewhere I think in videos too that I'm still working on custom content, but it's very slow. In fact, most days it's pretty much just stopped because game development does take precedence. Precedence priority. Either of those two words will work. I was about to say phrasing. Oh my goodness, my short-term memory. I'm thinking of whether or not I want to try and look for the ghost ritual on Burning Man here. It's not often something you think about, but I do have the healing to I definitely have the healing to find it. Although I think the Burning Man can give you burns as well when he stops or something. It's just that I do pseudo-infinite improv, but that's literally coded into the design of this encounter. But maybe the act of using improv not procking the Burning Man, I mean, maybe, fair enough. Lore-wise, it makes sense, but Burning Man and Baldners. I was about to say Boldners. Burning Man and Dahlners both have in-lore reasons of why they won't attack you when, you know, you're just doing some community work, picking up branches and broken bottles, but I mean, one's on fire, the other is blind, actually, so hey, but in the meanwhile, so that should be more than enough. We are gonna. I do actually. No, wait. The corpse dust is gonna do anything for me. I could sell it, but not really any point there. I could actually scout out the ghost ritual for no reason. I think? Question mark? No. Well, that was just a waste then. We can sell this if we can sell it for something. Might as well. Otherwise, all I'm really doing is losing luck. We'll also leave an extra space open so that I can do a thing. In fact, I might even want the Cursed Doll instead due to the stamina bug, funny enough. So, efficiency in a bugged game, but you gotta take what I can get, right? So, we could lose 6 stamina here. I might as well just use the Cursed Doll, sorry. And then just, like, Desperate Prep Strong this guy at some point. Now, unless that happens, then I want to think about what I'm going to do next. But not really much is going to change. Yeah, because it's not like we can do anything better than a kick, really. And we can get pretty close, but I don't think I'm going to take the risk regardless. So, yeah, if I just had another branch or broken bottle, that probably would be a better option. But for the moment, I think if we do this is guaranteed, because then we can just do Prep Strong. You're guaranteed to do at least 4 damage with the Cursed Doll, and I hoped I was about to say, if I did my math wrong, I was going to be very sad. The Meat Horror is our second encounter, right? Also, roads closed, and 6th floor, because Herald, but and it's not Herald's fault that I got both of those two in that order, but I did get 2 at the same time, which, you know, I might have wanted to consider Flood, Vigil. I think that hurts me everywhere. Yeah, that hurts me everywhere. Festival, yeah, Forest. Flood is nothing but, unless you do the school investigations. And then Vigil's a bunch of mansions. So either way, we're in some trouble. But we'll take Recluse first. Because we're going to get hurt here, then I heal for Flood. I think that's the order I do it in, right? I didn't just contradict myself. I specifically, and even if you didn't, there are strategies to do, yeah, so you want to do Recluse before Flood. The reason is because if you grab the fleshy toy from this mystery, then you can have more max reason, and therefore more HP, fighting the boss of Flood, which primarily and only does reason damage. Unless, of course, you use the Cursed Doll, then that's something different. That's why I say the Cursed Doll is going to be useful here as well. Both in the roommate encounter and in the boss, and in the Flood as a boss. But it depends, right? Because oftentimes I'll trade off 2 stamina for 1 reason, but sometimes that's not worth it. I mean, number-wise, it's not worth it, trading 2 stamina for 1 reason. So you might as well use possibly 1 stamina to deal 4 damage, I think. But who knows, I could be wrong. I'm not willing to crunch the numbers in my head right now, because I was crunching a bunch of numbers earlier, on top of trying to draw characters, so... Basically, so for game dev, as I kind of just autopilot this encounter for a moment, we're gonna Curse Doll twice, doesn't matter if I lose 2 stamina from it. But, yeah, I was busy tweaking some numbers, and I was like, ooh. As it turns out, not tweaking your numbers correctly can cause some pain. Also, I can use Cauterize. I'm not going to. So we're just going to take 3 Reason and move on with life. So we get the Fleshy Toy for this reason. Our Doom shoots up again, but hopefully we have extra HP to survive this. Don't lose Bath. Okay, good. Price hike, and that doesn't matter because I can't even... Well, there's a Force Investigation, but that's... The radio waves you take care of beforehand, but... As we're sitting here... Actually, I could have taken out more stuff. I made a mistake here. But either way, hey, at least I have extra thingamajiggies. So, the next question is, do I just want to escape? No. No. Quite frankly, no. I don't have access to the storage, though, so we're going into Flood, and we're not going to use anything on this initial encounter. I think. We get really close to prep attack, but we only need to do this to guarantee it. We're perfectly fine losing 2 stamina, and in fact, I probably should have done something different, because otherwise I just do this. We're guaranteed to 2-trend this encounter, if you know what you're doing. Because from what I've seen, I mean, you know, people are just playing World of War as a one-off. But if you're continuing to play it at any length, yeah, you'll... If you didn't... most people do, from what I've seen, but... Using things like Desperate Struggle, using things like Brace, or When to Dodge, because there are moments you want to dodge, despite what Past Jordan says, even though what Past Jordan said was more a general piece of advice, but... Hey. There is some nuance to situations. Usually in terms of you're going to die, or you're only taking 1 damage, but what am I trying to say? In Harbinger, you're normally not taking 1 damage. And if you are taking 1 damage on Harbinger, you're pretty much going to smash through everything. When you're winning, you're winning. And for those who don't know what I mean when I say that, what I mean by that is, so if you're in a situation where you're only taking 1 damage and you can go for dodges, you're pretty much, usually you have things like Kana and or Protective Carvings or some kind of damage mitigation, and you're probably able to just smack enemies a lot on your own anyway. There are more than a few situations in which that's not the case, but you are taking 1 damage. But for the most part, you're in a good situation. You can only make it better, or you could go back to being like, okay, maybe I have to think a little bit. That's what I mean by when you're winning, you're winning. But anywho. Yeah, it would be nice if I could do prep attack here, but 80% is not bad. It's just, I could do a lot better. Now, we miss an 80%. I would like to not miss any of them, but... We're gonna miss 1 or 2 in the course of this thing. That's just how RNG plays out. Hopefully we hit both of these so that we can at least spread the damage next turn. Again, for those who are new, you do 1 attack to enemy B and the other one goes to enemy A. Otherwise, if you're just doing 1 big attack, you're only hitting B and you have no potential chance to do extra damage on the boss, but we missed anyway because 80% means nothing in this game. So let's Curse Doll our way down, and hopefully we can push it to 15 HP. Well... Probably going to lose a bunch of stamina in the process, but... If your luck is good, the Cursed Doll will work out for you here. Otherwise, the Fleshy Toy pretty much did nothing for me. If I unequip it, I think that Doom comes back, question mark? Well, we're going to find out. Assuming I even get another C item, but we're on 81% Doom now, so... just Herald things, really. I don't know, aside from... Well, I mean, we're Miku, so never mind. Commoner... We don't get Adrenaline. We were on an all-perks run anyway, but I promise you Adrenaline would have done me wonders here. Although I do want these cigarettes, so let's go into Festival with that. You have Toxie-san, by the way? Meat Horror was our second encounter, I believe. Not that it matters, but 81%, there's a low chance we get to the Lighthouse with a comfortable amount of Doom. Period. That's all I have to say on the matter. Keeping in mind that the roads are also closed here, so we're actually taking super damage at the moment, which is why we're just going to rush into the festival. Ryoko would be nice, but we can't. We're already sitting on a bunch of Doom. Ryuichi actually would have been quite nice here. And you know what? We might as well take Ryuichi now. Watch, if we were accidental... No, there's a commoner run. There's no way. So, but we do want to use that. -1 Doom, and... I would like to do anything. Yeah, that gives me back my Doom. We don't need the extra max reason anymore, so yeah. Toxie-san is sitting at the end here, but we also should have enough to... Even if on Nicotine Withdrawal, we should have enough to do some magic, but that'll depend. So... Yeah, this roads closed thing is really going to kill me. I think we're guaranteed to die, actually, unless we get all the Doom decreases in the world, maybe. And even then, it might not be enough, but... Hoping for a lot, really. I think we just actually want to brace here. In fact, I probably didn't even want to throw... Well, yeah, I think we did. Yeah, we did. Assuming we hit this 90%. And if we missed this, then RNG just wasn't on our side. If we had roads closed even during Festival here onward, then we might have been fine, but... It hurts a lot. Let's just... If I did not have roads closed, we would have been able to... We would have saved at least 5% Doom, and that can make the difference, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we did visit the village a few times. So maybe like minus 3% Doom, but still. That, and also, yes, not using as much Doom at the very beginning, but I didn't know how if I could use the Doom or not. And now I know the question. Now I know the answer to that question. Even though I feel like a lot of my Doom decrease did come from events anyway, and Mystery 1 roads closed, but that's... I expect that on this channel. I just wanted to see if I can actually still manage my Doom with Recluse and Flood. And the answer to that question is no. But, hey. In fact, don't I have a curse on me? No, I don't. Well, anywho. Where are my funds coming from, by the way? I don't think there's really any point. No, we want this. We want... No, we don't, because that's going to nerf our Army Knife. Although we would be able to brace more comfortably. No. So we just take 5 Doom and get on with our life. Now... Didn't we get time skip as well? We did. So we just got a bunch of things. We got a bunch of Herald things. This is not what you want to see. On Herald, usually you dodge 1 or 2 really bad general effects. Bad general effects include things like time skip, blood moon, roads closed, bath, losing your bath, fetid fumes. So things of that nature. And if you don't know the exact effects because this is your first World of Horror video, I'd like to welcome you to World of Horror. There's a lot to learn. If you're also playing other games, like if you main World of Horror and World of Horror is one of the only 3 games you play single-player wise, then sure, right? But if so we're gonna smoke cigarettes now. Hopefully this will last me. It's not gonna last me. Takshisan is the very last thing in the lighthouse, and we have at least 7 more investigations here-ish. And now we have a room of ghost. So, we can't even do the ghost ritual because we're gonna die if we try to go for it. I don't think there's any way out. We can flesh regrowth, but that's not gonna be the thing that saves us. Although we can use both of these, but we're already at 95% Doom. Let that sink in. But we can survive this encounter, as terrible as it is. Although we could have gone for the ghost ritual as well if we get extremely lucky. I have no clues to the ritual, so shrug, right? And the Ritual Mask decides not to proc, so it's just going to get thrown at the Rumago so we can get out. We'll struggle till the end. We may effectively have about 89% Doom, but I promise you that's not enough. Because of Roads Closed. Roads Closed, it's quite bad. Roads Closed is quite bad. I think Doom still increases by 1 at the end of every mystery on True Believer, but... And the reason I say that is because that extra 5% Doom can mean a lot. I think all meat cleavers are built alike. Yeah, 4 damage, 92 speed, I remember that. But as we pretty much die here, yeah, not really much we can do. Although, smoking those cigarettes allowed me to fight the Rumagos properly, but... Yeah, roads closed. I took too much Doom. But I don't know where I would, aside from just maybe not grabbing a pack of cigarettes, maybe. I could have survived this run, but my preparation was off because I decided to do some science, and it didn't work out. So, into the next run I go. Another Herald run, rematch, salty run back, except we're Mizuki with all perks, so that could actually be worse. But at least we're not on Zektast, that's all I'm trying to say, for the moment. Because if we were on Zektast, boy, we would not be able to do a thing. All perks, by the way, so that kind of ruins Mizuki a little bit if I'm unlucky, but... It's based on luck at this point, so... A bunch of Herald Commoner. Herald for the Commoners, essentially. In lore? Question mark? But... If we have the Charisma check, we'll try to build Ally Attack. We do. Guaranteed. Strength, Takshisan, second Encounter Knowledge, and second Mystery, so... 5 Doom, 3 Stamina? No, 6 Stamina, because our Strength... Oh goodness, I had a cough. We want History Club. Maybe if we have... 2 good mysteries for Doom management, then we can do a thing. Enthrallment would be appreciated here. We didn't get it, but we can lower Doom a little bit. You can't, you don't want to forget it, so hey, and then this bath is only for healing HP. And off we go, Schoolgirl Mizuki. So Household Hell, Scissors, Kana, Ramen, and Coma. If I really wanted to be a bit safer in a way, well, in terms of allies, I would do Kana second, funny enough. But because we have Scissors and a bunch of Roads Close shenanigans, possibly, we're going to do heals now. Now, we do get extra kick damage, so maybe we don't need to... Yeah, we don't actually need to prepare either. But I am going to pop into the History Club and fish for something, which... flesh regrowth, I guess. But after that, we rush through this mystery. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, we took 4 Doom there. Actually, our Doom isn't looking that great, but hey, also Downtown, School, max threat level. We're doing School because we have Scissors, but could just as... Downtown is not a bad pick either. High threat level force. So basically my worst nightmare, aside from maybe School. No. School. I think School, Downtown, max threat level, and then Forest, high threat level is the... It depends on your mysteries, but on average, it's the worst I would hope for. I would rather Downtown Hospital be at max threat level. If for no other reason, then you can grab the Hospital Pass from the Illegal Den and avoid Ward shenanigans. But if you have Nails, Ward, and Coma, then just cry, right? I think we have Coma too, so... Actually, Hospital max threat level would have been bad as well. So, we just kick a bunch here. We just kick a bunch. 90% kicks, and we hope that what people like to do works for me, but it doesn't. We've seen it before, so... If we're here for 3 turns, this would be a really strange Cyclops neighbor encounter, but thankfully, we won the coin flip. I think it's worse than a coin flip. 90% 6 times. I'm going to actually pull up a calculator here really quickly. We have 7 Charisma. Kind of didn't matter, but we'll take the luck where it comes. And to explain that, again, I need to, if for no one else than myself. The reason I say that, as we actually do this now, is because if the game rolls anything for 1 to 3, there aren't very many characters that have only like 3 or 2 Charisma. And if you have 3 or 2 Charisma on Harbinger, you usually have something very, very good to make up for it. By the way, we're going to get rid of 1 student here. So you can actually grab students in the same breath. Unfortunately, that's not great. We might actually want to re-roll this entirely. One of these 2 should join me, though. Okay, I was about to say. And I think that's +1 perception, yeah. And away we go. And now we just spend a bunch of Doom over here as well. Although we want to take Monument first. Unless it asks for funds. That could have been bad, actually. We take 3 allies, though. So we have +1 damage on weapons and kicks, but wasn't really looking for that. Yoichi would have been fun to let go, but no. And I accidentally visited the seaside again. Maybe we get Burning Man? Nope. We get a Seal instead. So, let's... Yeah, and unfortunately, with the power of Commoner hurting us, we can't... Yeah, unless... So, I really wanted a Charisma student, basically. And now I realize I wanted them more, because then I can at least go for 2 ally attacks. As much as ally attack by itself as an action is not very accurate... We'll take the Doom decrease, you might as well. Yeah, as much as 2 ally attacks together are not the best, it's the potential there that matters. So, potentially, I would still rather have a chance to do a lot of damage than... Well, it depends on the accuracy. If ally attack is like 50% accuracy or lower, or if the accuracy of an ally attack during an encounter is 50% or lower, then I'm kind of like, or lower than 50%. But still, though, being able to hit an enemy twice at 40% is not the worst odds. It's pretty bad, though. 16%, 40% into 40%. Anywho. Did we lose Bath, by the way? We did. Well, we're going to look at these notes again. Unearthly Suture. Maybe if we get something really terrible, but I don't know. So, away we go. So, let us go into Scissors now, I think. Yeah, Scissors, Ramen, Coma, yeah, Household Hell. I really, 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 really should get rid of Roads Close shenanigans, but we're going to do Scissors first. And let's see what timeline we're on. We're on timeline A. We can grab the Cursed Scissors. My Doom is at a pretty bad threshold, but we make do with what we've got. Our stamina is also not that high, but I'd still rather get the Cursed Scissors because there are still more ways to curb Doom than not. Basically, every game knowledge is pretty important in this game, if I didn't already say so. I know I've said it at some point, though, but... yeah. Now, here's where I kind of lament my thing. I could just run away here, but... I'm gonna option select. Yeah. Now, this means the Scissor Lady is gonna be a lot harder on me, but... Gotta make do what we've got. Also, we don't have brace, so... Or we don't have... Yeah, our strength is still at an oof level, but maybe it works out. Don't miss this kick. Okay, good. Could have died there. We do have flesh regrowth, but I don't want to rely on that. We can use it like twice comfortably, but after that, we're gonna be in some trouble. So, as I said, 8 charisma here would have been a little good. We can't desperate struggle into anything, but we should be able to near 2-turn to counter this. No? No. We'd have to roll relatively well. So, in the interest of not dying to a stamina bug, let's do that. We do have Kana with us. But we hope that we roll high and then we hit this kick. Okay, good. Or hit this kick, sorry. My mistake. Now, the Cursed Scissors are going to probably add about 6 to 8% Doom in my run. I'm willing to... No, I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't have even fought the Hard Scissor Lady, but too late now. Yeah, you know what? Considering we have food, yeah, I don't want to proc Doom. I'm going to make the call here. So we're going to store these scissors. We could also sell it for 2 funds. Actually, we're going to do that. Household Hell, Ramen Coma. Let's get rid of this. Tell me we don't have Rose Clothes. Okay, good. I forgot my second encounter, by the way, but that's fine for the moment. I think we fought nothing, right? We only fought... Why do I feel like we fought 3 things in Scissors? I don't think we fought anything in Connor, right? Did we? No, we kicked something there. So it would be the teacher, I think. I guess we're gonna find out. Otherwise, we grab this pack of cigarettes so I can do some magic. Also, getting a brick for a weapon. And yeah, now we hope. So, let's move on. I should rest here for all intents and purposes, but I'm scared. Or if nothing else, we'll wait until we get near the mansion. Otherwise, we trade off things there, and then we're gonna hope for the Restless bonus. I accidentally slipped and did the wrong thing. So that does nothing for us. These do nothing. That just actually hurts us if we get Burning Man or Dull Nurse in Coma or in this mystery. If we had it in this mystery, but meh. Sells for 0 funds. That's cool. I think it normally sells for 0. We're not in an item-specific run, right? No. Item stat, random item stat run. I'm going crazy. Hey, I heard Core Keeper's a pretty good game, though. Unfortunately, it's might not even be top 10 in terms of games I want to play, but at the moment, I do want to play it at some point, but as we see a Rumor Ghost here, do I even want to run from this? I thought I have something for this. No? No. If we had Timeline Beast Scissors, this would have been great. Unfortunately, no. Why am I taking so little damage? We still have Frostbite, by the way. I forgot to get rid of that. I think we'd rather run. Still, funny enough. Now, if I could decrease my Doom by 3 to 6, that would be nice. But Insomnia is going to hurt my reason, so be it. Thankfully, we get out of the mystery quickly. So, you know what? Running from Rumor Ghost worked out, because we pretty much just used the same amount of Doom and Rose Closed here, so... That being said, yeah, so just to move on, I forgot what I was talking about really quickly here. But in... Oh, I was supposed to take Coma last. I made a mistake, but... Yeah, I completely forgot what I was talking... Oh, no. Yeah, so the chance... Like, you're gonna get Roads Closed on Herald. There's a high chance of that. Nice 12 roll on Knowledge plus 1 modifier, by the way. Yeah, things. There's a high chance you get a status effect that you don't want in the course of Herald. But you can normally... Town effects are normally... They're not non-negligible, but they do... You can work around them. Hey, it's a good thing I have only 2 strength, because it doesn't matter. I should actually go grab these painkillers, by the way. Wow. Wow! Did I roll like 2 12s and 11 here? I'm going crazy, aren't I? Well, we're gonna gobble down these painkillers, because it's not like we can do too much with the brick regardless. In fact, ally attack does more than brick anyway, at the moment. I think I was doing... Yeah, I think part of the reason my math was wrong earlier was because I keep thinking that I only have 6 allies when I have 7. Due to eel shenanigans. But it would be nice to grab an extra ally from the hospital event. If we don't get it, though... Oh, that's right. High threat level results in just 2 Doom increase. Oh, I'm dying. This actually hurts me a lot, so if we lose Bath, we're actually dead here. Are we dead no matter what here? Well, let's see. Okay, well, we do have Bath. We do need Heal Reason. We have spells to forget, I think? Yeah. If that's the case, I should... Oh, we lost Bath. Never mind. I think we're just dead here, then. Yeah, we're barely dead here. Unless there's someone I can let go for a reason? Question mark? No, not really. Rico, blah, blah. Wow, I just died here. All right, cool. Just making sure. So we can smoke these cigarettes. Doesn't do anything for me. And I guess we just have to library notes and hope we get, like, something cool. Otherwise, we are dead. Guaranteed. The moment we step foot into our next mystery, we just admit ourselves to a mental asylum in-game. So, yeah, we're just gonna sit here and look for spells and look for something that can save me. Pretty much just gonna be Book of Gore, really. That's the only thing that can save me here at the moment. So let's find out if I get lucky. Well, sure, but I would have actually used that if we're gonna get Book of Gore. I probably should have used that instead. But we lost the notes and now we are dead. So hey, I wonder if there's something else I could have done. Please don't tell me there's something else I could have done. But I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching the Commoner series. For the moment, I don't know when I'm gonna go.